Good morning, my friends in Christ. Welcome to Our Lady of Hope, Catechism 101. While we do the things we do, in particular during the Mass. For example, bringing the gifts from the back of the church to the front. That tradition is 3,000 years old. Most people, for example, think that the pews are split because, it looks good for weddings. Well, indeed it does. But the point of the matter is, before the golden calf incident, you dads were the priest of the family. It was your job to get two of the animals that you needed, 2 goats, 2 turtle doves, or 2 bulls, if you will. You would take one of them and you'd split it long ways. You would split it and lay it on each side. Then you'd walk between it with your other animal and lay it, if you will, on the altar. Hence why the pews are split and we bring the gifts and then lay them on the altar. Once the golden calf incident happens, the dad is no longer the priest. You had to go to the Levitical priesthood. Hence why you bring the gifts to the priest. You walk between the aisles that have been split. You hand it to me. I take it. I break it. I bless it. I give it back to you. You see, back in their day, in the time of Christ, if you and I, let's say we were Jews living in Judea, we would travel all the way to Jerusalem. We do that at least 3 times a year, sometimes as many as 7. One of them was for the Passover. When you would get there, you would purchase a lamb that's not marked or blemished. You would hold on to it for about 6 days. On the 7th day, you would bring it to the temple. You would go to the woman's court, you and your family. The dad and the oldest son would take the lamb. They would walk into the temple area. They would get to what they would call the rail, which is where you and I get the communion rail. You would hand over the lamb to the priest. He would take it and skewer it, actually in the form of a crucifix. Can you imagine 300 to 350,000 lambs skewered on crucifixes? Blood would flow like a river. The Blessed Mother knows exactly what waits for her son. She's been doing it for 32 years. So we take it, we skewer it on the crucifix, and then we give the lamb back to you. You would take it and you would have to consume the lamb within the limits of the city, you and your family. My brother and sister Christ, the bringing the gifts up is a tradition that's 3,000 years old. It's very important, and the blessing that comes with it is very special. So when someone comes to you like an usher or a family and says, let's bring the gifts up, please do so. It's like receiving the blessing of Elijah, a 2-fold blessing. Because actually you're bringing the sacrifice for everybody there, for the entire family of our community. So just back in the day when you would bring the lamb, that it would be skewered and then broken and then blessed and then given back to you. It's exactly what we're doing today. My brother and sister Christ, bring the gifts up. Pray with the priest. Bring it on behalf of all the families. May the good Lord bless you and keep you. His face forever be upon you.